hello, and welcome to tonight's Tuesday Night Live. My first live of the year. I am here with you all this evening. Probably going to be on for about an hour and a bit, probably longer. I normally say about an hour, and I'm on for a lot longer than that. So if you are here, please pop on, give me a little hello. If you're here, if you're watching, and you're in for a treat tonight. We've got a lot to get through. Obviously, as ever, I will be doing some of your readings, which I'm looking forward to. I will also be doing a bit of guidance, doing a forecast for the year ahead as well. So I'll be using my cards. I'll be doing a forecast, and that's kind of a one for everyone. So Claire, you're on. How are you doing? Jessie, you're on. I'm very well. How are you? Trudy, hello to you. So a few of you on already, so keep your comments coming in. Let me know that you're here if you're watching. It's a pleasure to see you all. How are you doing? How is your first week in 2021 faring for you? Bit of a strange question, because I'm sure for a lot of you it's quite frustrating, not exactly great given the news from last night. Aisha, you're on. Hello. Vicky, you're on. Hello, my lovely. How are you doing? Hi, Joe. So lots of you on tonight. So I will be doing individual readings in a little bit. I'll also be offering a forecast for the year. So that will be kind of an insight to kind of what we can expect from the coming months. I'll be looking at the cards, and that's a kind of from me to all of you out there. So Jay, you're on. How are you doing, my lovely? So yeah, as I say, I will be on here for a little bit, a few bits to talk to you about, a few things to go through. And also, if you've seen on the main page, I was running a little giveaway this week for someone to win a 30-minute one-to-one guidance session with me. So the winner has already been picked. I will be announcing that later on the live tonight, which I'm very, very much looking forward to. But in the meantime, let's shall we kick off? Shall we do some readings to start with? Shall we see how we get on with some readings? So let's go for it. So what I'm gonna say is, when this little ticker comes up on the screen, that's when I'm doing readings. If that little ticker isn't there, then I'm not doing readings at that time. And I'll be blabbing on about something or other. And then when that ticker comes back on, then I'll be offering readings again. So a few of you on. So Dawn, you're here. Hello, lovely. Oh, I've got fluff there. So let me know how you're all doing, how you're kind of feeling about this week as well. So if you're there, I've got my trusty steeds with me this evening. I do have, actually, I sorted out my workroom the other day. I don't know if you can see, I've got loads of my card decks over there. There's some of them are here. So I've got a few. So I have got my tarot, but I can quite easily pick a pack of Oracle there if I'm fancying it. Emma, you're on, lovely. How are you doing? So if you're on and you do want to give me a share, please do feel free, but you don't have to share. It's not going to make a difference to whether you get a reading or not, but it's just if you're feeling nice. So I'm trying to figure out how I can take my name off of. How can I take my name off there? You all know what my name is. Oh, it looks like it'll hide there behind my fire anyway. Find out my son has got curvet. Oh, what's that, Dawn? I've not heard of that. Let me know what that is. I've not heard of that one before. So yes, I'm on. So who's going to be actually? Oh, Jan, you're on. Jessie, I promised you a little reading, so here is for you, my lovely. So yeah, don't feel like you need to share if you'd like to, but this isn't a case of me saying give me likes, give me shares, and blah blah blah, because I'm here for you this evening. And if you are here, as I say, please ask politely. Jessie says, yeah, I'm glad it says ask politely. Only ticker got a bit cross. Yes, so we like to be polite here. We like to ask nicely, because I am a real person. I'm not a bot that just does readings, and I'm not a conveyor belt that just churns them out either. So it's nice to be nice. Okay, and I'm not like a run-of-the-mill psychic reader that just comes on and asks you for stars and likes and follows and all that crap. I don't do that. I'm literally here because I'm here to give you guidance, because that's what I love to do. And I like to connect with you, and I like to have a good old chit chat and talk about lots of different things and help you out as much as I can. So this isn't some sort of ploy to get as many people in for all these stars and all that crap, because that's not what we're up to. But Jessie, for you, I have drawn for you the Four of Swords, and you've also got the Page of Wands there as well. This one's given to me. I think they're kind of, you're in two minds here again. There's something that's bugging you, and it's kind of, do you just let it go? Do you let it ride out, or do you address it and really go into it? What I'm seeing here is I feel like you need to address it, because I feel like if you just let it go, then I think it's probably going to kind of come back to bite you, or it's not going to turn out how you want it to be. So whatever it is that you're kind of in two minds about doing, please address it. Don't kind of bury it down. Tackle it head on, because at the minute, this one, it seems like you're almost worried about playing with fire a little bit. And this one's given to me that you need to really bring out that confidence in you to just say what needs to be said, to address it. And then once you've kind of addressed it, worked through or said what needs to be said, then you can kind of let it lie. Because I think at the minute it's almost like sweeping something under the rug, which is not going to be beneficial to anyone. However, I feel like doing this is going to benefit you, especially over the next 4 months. But definitely things look like they're a bit of a whirlwind at the minute. Here with your root chakra, this is given to me, especially within like home and work life. Things are a bit up in arms. And I feel like, looking at this little creature down here, even though it doesn't necessarily fall to you as your responsibility, what I'm seeing there is that it almost feels like it's your responsibility, or it's been put to you by default as such. So, like I say, address it and just get it over and done with. And then you can, so it's not one of those things you want to just put to one side and come back to later. So there we go, lovely. That is for you. So, wow, lots of comments on. Let's have a look, see who we've got on for here. Jessie, you are very, very welcome. Oh, Dawn, your son's got the virus. Oh, no. Sorry to hear that. Wishing him a very, very swift recovery, and I hope you and your family are all keeping safe and will all be well. And again, wishing him a very swift recovery. Claire, oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Get some fresh blood. Let's see what we've got. Sophie, you're on. How are you doing, beautiful? How are you? Gemma, you're on, my lovely. How are you doing? Sending lots and lots of love to you. Pat, you're on. How are you doing? Vicky's on. That's all right. I was just getting into the feel of it and doing a little chit chat. So looking through, obviously, if you have already asked for a reading and I haven't picked it up, obviously the comments come in quite fast. So I'll pick out what I can, and then I'll go into another bit, do part of my live, and then I'll go back to some readings as well. So I've got a lot to get through tonight. I've got the winner of the 30-minute one-to-one guidance session. So if you did your entry for that, then you might be in with a chance of winning. The winner has already been pulled, so you cannot enter it now, but I will be pulling a winner each month. Okay, so it'll be announced on the first Tuesday of each month on my lives. Will be a winner for a 30-minute one-to-one. So let's have a look and see who do we have. Okay, right, lots of comments coming in. Okay, let's go for Chloe Elizabeth. Let's pull for you. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here for you, my lovely. Okay, so you've got the King of Swords and you've got the Queen of Wands. Okay. Right, so looking at this one here, you've got these two. These would give to me, I don't know if you're kind of, whether this is conflict with yourself or between you and another person, but there's almost like one of you saying, have the confidence to move forward, to do what needs to be done. And then the other person or the other side of you is being more realistic and kind of saying, well, actually, this needs to be done first. And it's almost like, I feel like it's almost like you've got the devil and the angel and you're kind of arguing with one another. But looking at this one, I feel like there is possibility here for growth for you, especially where either study or self-growth is concerned. But this one, this is kind of like a bit of a rain on your parade, a bit of a, what's the word, party pooper, shall we say. This is the person here that's kind of saying, oh, we need to be a bit realistic about it. Can you really do that? And they're kind of pissing on your cornflakes, shall we say. But this one here, this is giving to me that there is possibility there. You just need to own your self-worth, have the confidence to step forward and do what you feel you want to do. And what I'm seeing here on this bit, it's as if someone's saying to you, like, it might not work out, or it might not happen, or you're not seeing it for what it is. But this is given to me, it's just having that confidence to take that step forward and do what you want to do. So whether it's you kind of arguing with yourself or whether that's someone else's input coming in, I think you need to just go with your gut, especially here, because you've got the solar plexus here in this card, which is right here. So going with that gut instinct and just having that confidence to really, really step forward. So that is for you, my lovely. Oh, for goodness sake. Got loads of notifications pinging through on my Mac. So lots of you commenting. Let's have a look and see. Bless you, Jay. Happy New Year to you as well. Oh, well, that sounds wonderful. Let's pull a card for you. Okay. Right. Let's see what we've got. So, Jay, you've got the Death card and you've got the Four of Pentacles. So here we are. I feel like for you, you're in a state of transition, as it were. And I feel like this state now is going to carry you from here over the next 4 months into April for you. And what I'm seeing is that you just having that time to just be within yourself, to be more you, and especially in this one, tuning into that nature element a lot more, coming back to your center. And also with this transition here and with this little element we've got there, monetizing what you do more so as well, because I feel like this is a really key time for you where kind of business and where your passions are concerned. I feel like you're being handed this opportunity where you have got the time now to build around things. Okay, so it's as if you've been able to, this one, disconnect from that bustle of daily life, which obviously due to lockdown I'd imagine we all would anyway. But this is saying to you, use this time wisely to grow your business, to kind of deepen your practice, but to share it with other people, because that is your new transition, and that's kind of monetizing it more and making it into something more full-time that not only can you earn from, but you can relax with as well. This is going to be like, because you've got a lot of heart chakra in there, and this is full of passion, full of love for you. And this is you being able to support yourself through doing the things that you love rather than doing things that are just a means to an end. So that is for you. Get working on that between now and April, because you will definitely see a really, really good return on that. So that is for you, my lovely. So Vicky, bless you, would love a reading. Feeling a bit rubbish today. Oh no. Okay, let's pull for you. All right. I will be doing lots of readings tonight. I'll be on for a little while, so if you don't get one straight away, I will come back to you and do as many as I can. But in the meantime, Vicky, for you, you've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Both of them are in reverse. You've got a lot of heart chakra stuff here, but again, similar to what I just said to Jay there, you've got that little money element in here, and I feel like there's more that you can do, but you're not doing it yet. And I feel like, again, I've said this to you before, this one's almost like keeping things on the down low. And this one especially, you've got that goddess energy there. You need to fall into yourself more. You need to kind of really embrace it and then just let it all out for show. Let everyone see. Don't feel embarrassed or wary of anyone knowing the things that you're into or what you're doing, kind of from a spiritual point of view, because I feel like, again, with this heart chakra, there is so much love here for what you do. But I'm also picking up on compassion here, and I feel like for you to really set down some roots, you need to niche down to the one or the main sort of aspect of the spiritually led thing that it is that you enjoy the most, because that is where it's going to bring you money. And I feel like this compassionate element of it, some sort of healing, which I can see you doing, and that is obviously going to take investment, but then you're going to get back from it. So from here, I feel like you need to do that, but there's almost like a fear holding you back. So go forward into that, because then that's going to make you feel better by making other people feel better. So if you're not already, I would absolutely look into maybe doing some sort of course relating to some form of healing, whichever one you feel most drawn to. So that is for you, my lovely. Sending you lots of love, hoping you feel better. And also within that heart chakra, I just want to say, if you feel like you've been wronged recently or someone's done something, don't feel like you need to forgive them, at least not just yet anyway, because within that heart chakra, I'm feeling an ache there, and you need to just let that simmer for a bit before you work through it. It needs to register first before you can either forgive or move away from that or whatever's happened there, but don't feel like you need to act on it straight away. So just kind of just sit there, go inwards, and just focus on your inner energy rather than what's going on with other people where that's concerned. But definitely from the other point of view, you need to really put yourself out there. So there we have it. Right, let's have a look on who else is on. Chloe, you are very, very welcome. Let's have a look. Right, Gemma, let's pull for you. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with the comments. There's lots coming in. Okay, right, Gemma, for you, we've got the Six of Swords and you've got the Wheel. Okay, on this one, what I'm seeing for you, lovely, don't worry about taking a back seat at the minute. I feel like for you, especially looking at this card, you're normally the one who's here, who's kind of pushing the boat along, guiding people along the way. But this is saying to you, over the next 6 weeks especially, like this is you here in the middle, and it's saying to you basically, even though it's shitty times, enjoy the ride. There's so much more that you can see while someone else is kind of leading the way as such. So especially where family is concerned, don't be afraid if, like, I get the feeling that you're afraid of not pulling your weight. But obviously in these circumstances, what more can you do? So with that one, I feel like seeing another picture. So kind of detach from all the hustle and bustle that's going on at the minute. And really just kind of feel into what's around you. I'm getting a really massive chest pain as I'm talking to you about this as well. So whether that's anxiety or whether there's anything going on here with you in the chest, but I feel like you really need to slow down. I feel like I've just literally run up and down the stairs about 10 times and I can't catch my breath and my heart is absolutely pounding. And I feel like for you, you need definitely time to process, but absolutely just make sure you take that time for you and don't worry about being everything and to everyone, because at the minute, I feel like you need to just be everything for yourself. And looking into this wheel here as well, where kind of family and close friendships are concerned, what I will say is don't put too much of yourself in, because I feel like there are perhaps some people around you that are saying that they're going to do this stuff and it's not necessarily there. And it's again as if you're being left to be the leader. And within this one, I want to go back to October, something that's happened from October that you've almost like led the way since. But I feel like for you, it's kind of like people are riding on your coattails a little bit just now. And for you, I feel like stepping back from that whole environment is going to do you well. Just kind of battening down, staying kind of immediate family, because I feel like any, not external family, but wider family that's not within your household and any kind of close friendships and whatnot, I feel like you need your own time to just kind of not be apart, but just detach for a little while, because I think there's a lot of mixed messages coming in here and things are a bit up in arms, quite literally. So just taking some time to just go inward and just literally, pardon the pun, but have your own little bubble as such and just enjoy being Gemma. Don't worry and stress too much about being Gemma who's at work or Gemma who runs this. And obviously you need to be mum and wife and whatnot, but focus on Gemma, what Gemma wants, what Gemma loves to do, and try and do that. Okay, try and find yourself over the next 6 weeks, because I feel like that's going to benefit you massively, and it might even lead to a slightly different direction to add into your repertoire as well. So that is for you, my lovely. Hopefully that makes sense and that helps. Vicky, oh bless you. Oh, sending lots of love. Oh, Dee, hello to you. How are you doing? There we go. So Jen, let's pull for you, and then I'm going to do a little forecast for the year. So this is for everybody, and then talk about some bits. Don't forget, I've got the winner for the 30-minute giveaway to announce shortly as well. Ooh, very exciting. So here for you, Jen, you've got the Six of Cups in reverse and you've got the Page of Swords there. I'm seeing here, again, very drawn to children in this one, as you can see there. But with this one, you've got education there. I feel like, despite what is going on right now, obviously with the lockdown that was just announced last night in the UK, I feel like where this is concerned, there is a triumph in a child's education around you. I'm assuming that's one of the grandbabies. But I feel like there's a triumph there, or it is within reach. Okay, so if whatever's going on with the grandbabies there school wise, I feel like it's kind of it's coming in, it's close. Okay, so whatever she's doing, I'm trying to like be not cryptic but obviously private as such. This is the trouble when I do them on live. I can only give so much information. I'm not going to spill your whole life out there, and I have to kind of hold back. So obviously what I give to you on a live is a snippet of what you would get in a full reading. So if you do want one, you can go up there. But Jen, you've had a few with me, so you can vouch for me. But yes, this is basically saying it is in reach, and I feel like come September, school setting will likely change or will be adapted more so to suit. So that is looking very good where grandbabies are concerned. I also want to go for you health-wise into the gut, and I want you to be more thoughtful about what you're eating. Not from a weight point of view, but more of a health point of view. Make sure you're having more kind of herbal stuff or vegetable, like more natural foods in there, rather than anything that's kind of nasty or too rich. So just being more mindful of what's going in there. This feels kind of familiar. Did I say this to you before? But yes, definitely into the gut there, being more mindful of what's going in there, and perhaps even looking for certain things that cause a reaction to you within the body. So that is for you, my lovely. Hopefully that helps. There we go. Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you so much. So that is that. I am going to be doing card readings in a minute again. But this ticker, when that one's on, I'm doing readings. When that ticker's not on, I'm not doing them at the minute. Okay, so I'm going to take that off, because what I want to do for you is do a forecast for the year ahead. Okay, and this is a kind of a blanket one for all of you watching. So anyone watching this evening, this is a kind of a 2021 thingy-mabobby. Okay, so I'm going to pull 5 cards out, and I'm going to take a look, and we're going to give you a little forecast. So Claire, oh, thank you so much. Oh, bless you. Oh, Gemma, makes complete sense. That you're very, very welcome. Oh, bless you all. So I'm going to pull out 5 cards and see what we've got. Okay, so this is for the year ahead. Obviously, it's not personalized. It's one for kind of just the year in general, almost like a horoscope, if you will, but a mass horoscope. So we have got, okay, let's have a look. You've got Justice in reverse here. You've got the Two of Swords, the Devil. I always think of the water boy when that one, you know, Bobby Boucher's mum. And she's like, it's the devil. Laura, you're on. How are you doing? Lovely. King of Swords. And we have got the 8 of Pentacles. So looking at this one, I'm feeling actually, so to start with, this one kind of on a whole, looking here, I feel like we are going to, obviously it's a shit time for everyone at the minute. No one's having a great time right now, are they? But this is giving to me that, if I turn it around here, you can see that this is kind of the dark side and it's the nasty side. But where she's got a blindfold on and where she's got that almost pregnancy belly, don't worry, I'm not projecting pregnancies for everyone. But it's almost like it's a growing, like a nurturing. And this is basically saying out of these dark times, something good is going to come. And I feel like by September, definitely, things around us kind of on a global scale are going to be much better, much nicer than they were even before COVID. Okay, I feel like, and I've been saying it, we've been doing shadow work on like a hella scale. We have been, like, the world on a whole has been doing shadow work, which is basically, if you imagine you've got a giant pond, and it's just clogged up with muck and weeds and algae and all of that crap on the bottom of this pond. So then you've got like your ponds here, but like all this crap is sat on the bottom, and then your water's here. It's making the water murky. It's not nice. So what 2020 essentially did is it's dredged all of that shit out of there. It's taken it all out, which obviously it's hard work to get it out, and when you take it out, it is disgusting. Nobody wants that crap, do they? But we're dredging it. We're taking all of that crap out. And then 2021 is the year when the kind of we've dredged it out, and now everything's beginning to settle. I know at this moment in time it doesn't seem so, but trust me on this one, because everything's beginning to settle. And there where you've had this pond, you've had all that crap here and the water on top, it's beginning to settle. So now we've got all of this room for like this fresh water to kind of come in and to just rejuvenate. So that is kind of the good coming out of the bad, so to speak, and the kind of the dredging of 2020 and then the settling of 21. So really 22 is going to be pretty beautiful, but I'm putting here for September, definitely big results here. And you can hold me to this if you want. Okay, you can hold me to it. And when it comes to September or October, once September's passed, you can refer back to this and you can say, well, you said this. So then we've got the Two of Swords here. I feel like this year is going to bring out a lot of options and choices. Okay, I feel like it's going to give a lot of you a chance to revisit something from the past that you've either been considering doing and going back to, whether it's learning or whether it's a case of revisiting something and working through it if it's an emotional type of thing. Okay, but again, looking in this one, both things that you can go for are they're gonna bloom. They're gonna kind of, you've got snow there, and it's like they're blossoming out of the unexpected. So using this year, and especially the next 2 months, to work through or to go back to anything from the past. So whether you have started studying something and you never got around to finishing it, it might be worth maybe looking back into doing some sort of online course. If there's some sort of relationship, friendship or whatnot from the past that's kind of broken and you want to repair that, again, over the next 2 months, definitely look into doing that. It's just anything from the past that you want to bring forward and kind of level it out and make it grow again. That's what it's saying on this one. And it's saying here there may be kind of negative feelings around it from where it was before, but this time it's going to be different. Then here we've got the Devil. Okay, so what I'm feeling on this one is, especially for you on a personal level, is to kind of reassess how you see yourself. Okay, and I know a lot of us struggle, especially with kind of our self-confidence, any anxiety, especially kind of the way we look, the way we feel. A lot of that we struggle with. And what I'm seeing here is that this year we're going to get a chance to really kind of detach from that, to do some inner work, some kind of self-healing. And that option's going to be there, because I feel like here we've got such a negative view of ourselves and perhaps even the world around us. And what I would say here is doing things that can adapt that point of view and change it into a more positive way. Because I feel like when we talk about, because when I go into like my coaching and I talk about life stories, it's not like me saying, oh, I was born here and I grew up there and then I lived there and then this happened and that. That's not what I mean when I'm talking about life stories. When I talk about life stories, I mean is, what are the things you tell yourself within your life that you have now learned to believe? So, for example, when I was at school, my art teacher told me that this is quite ironic, actually. So my art teacher told me that I was no good at art and I would never make anything of myself, especially not in the art world. Well, two's up to him. But basically, I grew up with this love of art, but I kept telling myself, I'm not any good, I'm not any good. And that instilled it in me. And that kind of life story of saying, oh, I'm no good at art, I'm not gonna do anything on myself, that really hindered me. And for a long time I didn't believe that I was any good at art or at a lot of things, actually. So that was kind of, yeah, that stinted me for a bit. And then also the kind of the life stories in the sense of you saying to yourself, like talking money, for example, and this can also kind of tie in with manifesting and the law of attraction. So it's kind of what you tell yourself. But with your life stories, it's more on a personal level of kind of, oh, I'm never going to have any money because I'm always this or I'm always that. Life stories is what you tell yourself, and the negative things that you lead yourself to believe, which then manifests as negative things. So this one is saying you've got this option over the next 4 to 6 months, I'm going to say, is to change your worldview, to change your life stories, and to kind of adapt your way of thinking into a more positive way of thinking. So I would 100% say to kind of look into how you speak to yourself. Because if you imagine you've got a small child and every day you're constantly telling them, oh, you're no good, you're never going to be this, you're never going to be that, you're no good at this, that small child is just going to fall to bits. So imagine like this is your inner child inside. You want to really nurture that inner child. Change the way you think about yourself, the way you think about kind of the outside world, life in general, because this is massively going to benefit you. And then moving into here, kind of what I've said already about that self-growth, whether you want to go back to studying something or whether it's kind of a case of that mindset. This here is, you've got a lot of solar plexus in here. And also you've got some throat chakra there. And this is basically saying to you to have that confidence to go forth and to do what you want to do. Obviously with this one, it has got scope there for that learning or growing skills if you want to. But also just on another level, it's about growing your confidence, growing your self-worth. And where the throat chakra is concerned, talking about setting healthy boundaries for yourself, learning to communicate positively. So again, with this one, going back to the kind of changing how you do things. So the way you say things, okay, the way you word things, not just to yourself, but to other people. Okay, so far on this one, it's kind of a real self-growth year as well. And then just to kind of add to that as well. So this 8 of Pentacles, this one always gives to me, this is the year, like this is making something, this is adding to what you do. But this one's given to me over the next 8 months. What I would say is to kind of, you've got this chance to add to your repertoire or to really kind of add to what you love. So rather than doing things for a means to an end, you're going to do it because you genuinely love it. You've genuinely got this passion for it. And that's going to add to what you already do. So again, upscaling things this year. So depending however long lockdown goes on, we're going to have more time to be able to do those things. If you're doing online courses, if you want to practice things at home, you're going to have more time to do these things. And it's almost like it's been handed to you there on a plate. Here's an opportunity where you've been able to step back once again from the daily routine of what we'd normally do. So use it and use it wisely. So that's taking me up to August. So I'm going to pull another card. So here we've got the 7 of Wands. This one's given me that where your kind of your work mindset and your kind of get shit done attitude is concerned. This year, you're going to need to learn to lean on other people for help, but also to kind of invite other people, especially where children are concerned, getting other people to help too. Okay, so this year it's about being more self-sufficient and teaching those around you to be self-sufficient as well, because I feel like that is absolutely key, especially during the times that we're going into. Absolutely self-sufficiency and as much time outdoors as you can. I know that's a very stupid thing to say right now, but even if that's in your garden, and looking at this one, it's like literally sowing those seeds. Okay, so if you have got children, maybe looking at kind of growing your own things or kind of doing outdoors activities within gardens, or obviously depending on what your current restrictions are. So that is quite key. Moving into kind of the end of the year, and as I say, I'll come back, you can come back to this and you can hold me to it. So towards the end of the year, I've got the 4 of Cups there, and I'm going to get another one. What have we got? We've got the Queen of Cups as well. Okay, so this one to me is kind of just like by the end of the year, as you can see here, quite rightly so, you are going to need a rest. But I feel like that is because you've done so much good work this year. Okay, so it's not a rest because it's been an absolute shit year and we just need to hibernate and just put it to the back of our minds. It's a good rest. Okay, you've got the heart chakra in here, and this is kind of saying You need that rest to just take it all in, to take in the amazing work that you're going to do this year. And this is kind of your kick up the arse, as it were, to say, like, you're going to be laying down those roots here and you're going to stick to it. Because at the minute, we're coming into a new age as well. We're coming into the age of Aquarius, and the kind of, I'm not an astrologer, I'll hold my hands up, but I do know that the way the planets are at the minute, I think we're in like a 20-year cycle. We're at the beginning of a new one. And basically, we're in a new cycle. So the next 20 years from now on, you are going to do fairly differently to the past 20 years you've done before, okay? And you've got that option to sow those seeds and do it like really positively. But where the Queen of Cups is concerned, this is about owning your shit, okay? And I'm being blunt about it because there's no point sugarcoating it. You need to own your shit. If you've got something to say, then say it. But you also need to set those healthy boundaries. Stop saying yes to people if you don't want to do it. Stop saying yes to people just to keep the peace. Don't just kind of batten down and agree to stuff. And also, equally, if you want someone to do something for you, ask them. Say it how it is, okay? This is all about being vocal, saying what needs to be said, but also keeping healthy boundaries, making sure that you're not doing probably all the stuff that you've done for people before just to be nice, okay? Because we are at a point in time where we obviously want to support people, but you need to put yourself first. And I stress this so much, and I'm going to say it again. I say it all the time, and if you watch me quite often, you'll have heard me say it before, and it's not going to be the last time, I promise you. But you cannot pour from an empty cup, okay? You need to make sure that yours is full so you can pour for others. So while we've got children, while we've got partners, while we've got people that depend on us, if we haven't got enough within us, we can't give anything to them. So yes, it is selfish to put yourself first, but being selfish is not a bad thing. It is a basic life instinct to put yourself first, okay? It's not a bad thing. Being self-centered is a bad thing, but being selfish is not a bad thing. And I will hold that to my dying day, all right? You need to put yourself first. It's not selfish to do that. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, like if you've got your last bit of food in the house, which I hope you're not at that point, and you're going to give it to your kids, obviously, but from a sense of kind of well-being and getting ahead, if you put yourself first, that is going to pave the way for those around you who rely on you, and that is what is most important. Okay, so that is your forecast for the year. I'm going to come back to that as we go through the year and at the end of it, and I'm going to see. And I'll share it with you as well, and we'll see how it goes. But that is your forecast for the year ahead. I hope you've taken it in. I hope you've given it a minute to digest. I've got a bit passionate there. I'm very handsy and fur. But that is your forecast for the year ahead. So lots of comments reading there. Let's have a look. So lots of you definitely agreeing into that. There we go. So... Michelle says, hopefully teachers will not say that to any child nowadays. Exactly, yeah. So my teachers were, well, some of them were really lovely, but some of my teachers were assholes, especially at a particular school that I went to. I ended up leaving that school because of the teachers. But to be told that I had no artistic talent and like this at a point as well, it's not to be, if a teacher had said to me, yeah, like she's not good at maths, she's not going to do very well, then I would have been like, fair enough, yeah, because I'm really shit at maths. But the fact that up until that point, art was like my thing, and it still is. Art is my go-to. Art is my safe space. When I draw, that's me. That's me in my zone. So for someone to tell me that I wasn't any good at that literally broke me, and it was horrible. And yeah, it just wasn't very nice. And I spent a lot of time not thinking I was any good. But without being big-headed, I'm pretty good at art now. So yeah, 2 fingers to that teacher. I showed him. But yes, so that is that. Let's see, what else have I got on the agenda for the evening? Oh, that is what I've got to tell you. So if you do want to book a one-to-one guidance session, so at the minute, my books are closed for the typed ones, any projections and mini readings. So they are closed, but my diary is open for the one-to-one video calls. So you can book a 30-minute video call and you can book that on the website if you go there. And also you can book a 60-minute video call. However, I have got a magic code for you, and I'm going to find that code. So if you use the code GUIDE20, all in capitals, then that will take 20% off of a one-to-one guidance session with me, but that's a 60-minute one. Okay, so the code won't work on the 30 minutes one. So if you want a full hour video call one-to-one with me in private, I'll do your cards. You'll get a lot of cards, but I'll start with an initial 9-card spread from 2 different decks, and then we'll pull and go into them all, and it'll be very lovely, and we can have a chit chat for, yeah, just see where you're at with things and whatnot. Oh, bless you. Need to get back to work. Stephanie, you're on. Hello, how are you doing? Dee, you're on. It is. Yes, you are absolutely right. Claire, you've watched me for now. Yeah, I've been on. Bless you. Well, I'm going to be on a bit longer. I've got things to do. But yes, so if you do want to book, up there. So I'm going to do some more card readings for you all, so individual ones. And then I'm going to go into a bit about me. What do I actually do? But my ticker's back up. So there it is. So now's your time to ask. Speak now or forever hold your peace. And I will do some individual card readings for you as well. So, oh, right. Oh, I did wonder, did you watch me drawing for the whole hour? Oh, bless you. Actually, oh my goodness. So that picture is finished. I know some of you on my main page, on my personal profile, seen it, but would you like to see the finished picture? Shall I find it for you? Hang on, let me take the ticker off a sec. Actually, tell you what, we'll leave the ticker on, remind me, and I'll show you the finished picture once I've done some readings. So let's have a look. Yes, the horse is all finished. Okay, right, Vicky, you were first off the mark. Okay, let's pull for you, my lovely. Okay, so you have got, let's have a look. Right, you've got the 10 of Cups and you've got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse there. Okay, for you, what I'm seeing here, especially where family is concerned, whether that's partners, children, whoever you've got around you, I feel like communication is key right now. You may be quite split between you and someone else on your views and thoughts about how to do things. However, I feel like kind of coming back together on it, making sure you agree, because I feel like looking at this one, you've got that one in reverse. I feel like things are not necessarily quite peaceful right now. And I know that's a bit of a silly thing to say given the current circumstances, but I feel like for you, especially where communication, I'm going to have you got anyone around you that's got any sort of special need, additional needs, anything like that? Because I'm very drawn to that communication level, or someone that struggles with communication, or perhaps even speech maybe. But what I want to say is things are going to be, looking at this one, maybe a bit hairy up until kind of April-ish. But what I will say is that I want to say that there's some sort of money there, and if it's by way of funding or by way of you generating money where this is concerned, but I definitely feel like for you, communication wise, I feel like you're able to communicate with specific people on a deeper level. And I don't mean spiritually, I mean literally from a more, I don't know, like a need point of view. Anyone that does have any sort of communication delay or speech troubles or anything like that, I feel like for you, you've got a very sort of a certain way about you to be able to do this. I'm going to pull another card just to get a clearer picture. Okay, and there for you, what I'm seeing, my lovely, is where kind of work and money is concerned. I feel like you're kind of getting your wires crossed slightly. I feel like there's something that you do because it makes you the money, but then there's something else that you've got there that's very much a love for you. And I feel like if you put your mind to it, you could generate money from doing that, and you could have a much better kind of quality of life from doing that, rather than stressing about all the stuff that you do. Struggle to speak up, communicate deeply a lot. Okay, so in that case, that is for you. It's about effective communication. And I feel like what I want to say to you is to remain truthful with those around you, to kind of like to speak up, not to bottle things in, because I feel like when you do, it's almost like you end up tongue-tied because there's too much in there. But going back to this one, definitely I'm getting kind of April, May for a time frame for you. And I feel like if there is anything that you've got a deep love, a deep passion for, that you're either very good at or perhaps you're qualified in, but you don't utilize it, then you really need to step that up, because I can see you doing good things with that and you're not using it. You're not doing it enough. Okay. So it's kind of like going back into this love that you've got and being able to share that more, to indulge in it more, to use it more, and to really feel more into it. But again, as I say, this one, I feel like for you, perhaps going back to kind of October time and coming forward, I feel like communication wise, within that kind of time frame, October up till now, you need to speak up more. Things need to be said more. Need to go the other part of me loves art and crafts. Okay, so following into that, do more of that while we're in this lockdown. Do more of that arts and crafts, and especially over the next 4 months, I feel like there's something you can really grow into there, kind of finding that love, and then, as I say, being able to kind of generate some sort of income from it as well. So that's for you, my lovely. Hopefully that will make sense. Hopefully you can relate to as much as you can. So that is for you, sweet. So let's have a look and see what else I can see. Oh, Rebecca, you're on. How are you doing? There we go. Okay, Aisha, you've stuck out. Let's have a hello for you. A hello? What am I talking about? Let's have a card for you. Right. Ooh. Okay. Right. So you have got the Ace of Wands and you've got the Six of Swords in reverse. What I'm seeing here for you is I was going to say things are very fruitful, but I've just remembered a little announcement that I seen the other day. So yeah, congratulations to you also. So with this one, very fruitful. I feel like I don't want to give too much on this because I feel like there's some private stuff in here as well. But I feel like for you, there's a bit of triumph there. And I don't want to do it, but I'm going to. But I feel like I want to. Right, Aisha, you'll probably, well, hopefully understand this. Right, I've got this. I don't know. You can't really see. Okay. I've got this. And I've got this. I'm thinking this. I know a lot of you out there watching are probably not going to have a clue in hell what I'm talking about. Aisha, I hope you know what I'm talking about. I will message you. But I don't want to put any spoilers out there. But I'm very strongly drawn to that one. And I feel like things are kind of very different this time round. And I feel like you need to enjoy it more. Okay? Because I get a sense of, and without being horrible, I feel like the first couple were a bit hard, or you didn't enjoy them so much. So I feel like I want to say to you this time around, enjoy it, take things slower, do the stuff that you kind of didn't get to do last time. And I'm getting lots of water around you. Okay, so I'm feeling like if you haven't already, kind of planning like that kind of water bath there. Lots of water, lots of kind of flowing. But yes, definitely. I'm being cryptic here, but I know that you know what I mean. Okay, so I don't care if no one else knows what I mean, because I know that you will. But that is for you, lovely. So lots of love to you. There we go. So let's have a look at what I'm seeing. Okay, Carly, let's pull for you. Let's have a look. Okay. I've got, actually, Carly, you've just reminded me there. I need to tell you guys about something else as well. I've got lots to tell you tonight. Right, I've just gone to pull out 2 and 4 cards have come out. So here you are. You've got the 4 of Swords. You've got the Magician. Oop. You've got the Knight of Cups. And you've got the Queen of Swords. For some reason for you, I feel like you've started off on a venture, whether it's learning or growing something or putting time into something. And then I'm kind of getting the impression that maybe it's either not quite for you or you're having second thoughts about it, maybe reservations. And what I want to say to you is maybe it felt right at the time. If it doesn't feel right now, don't feel like you need to stick to it and commit to it. And I feel like given the current circumstances, this is almost like your get out clause. So if you're at a state now where you're not entirely sold on something that you committed to a few months ago. I want to go back probably about 4 months. So what are we? Probably going back to about September time, maybe. I want to say to you here that any kind of form of study or self-growth or anything that you've done since then, if it's not for you, then now you've kind of got that chance to pull back and get out of it. The only thing here is I feel like communication wise, you're holding back a little bit. I feel like you need to physically say to someone that it's not for you. And for some reason, it's that point of contact that's holding you back. But I do feel like in pulling back from doing this, it makes room then for you to do something else that's going to be better purpose for you, better served to you. And I do feel like this kind of ties in where work is concerned. So for you, I'm feeling kind of tying in with the same line of work, but almost like a curving off on another path that's still going to tie in. So when this card comes out, normally I pick up on something quite holistic. So if you're adding to your repertoire, I would perhaps look at adding something quite holistically led in there rather than any kind of other, I think, beauty stuff that you were maybe looking at doing before. Is kind of flip it and see what else is out there that you could do. So that's for you. But again, where the communication is concerned, kind of you're in that two minds there, definitely speak up. Otherwise you're going to get stuck further and deeper into something that your mind's not into, your heart's not in it as much, and then you're going to end up kind of out of pocket and then spend all this time on something else when you could have been using it to do something that you're more interested in doing. Hopefully that's making sense for you. So there we go. Okay, let's have a look. Laura, let's pull for you. So obviously if I don't get to you on this one, I'll do as many readings as I can tonight, but I've got a few bits to get through as well to talk to you about and whatnot. So I'll do as many as I can, but I will be live every Tuesday night, and I'll be live at 8:45. I quite like the little ring that it's got to it. Okay, so Laura, for you, we've got, okay, right, kind of similar to what I've said to people before. So you've got the Four of Pentacles, you've got the Two of Pentacles, and you've got the Five of Cups there. What I want to say to you here, especially where work and money is concerned, again, there's kind of that thing that your heart's is in it, but I feel like the wires are crossed and you need to flip side it. So I feel like you're doing what you're meant to be doing, but you need to do it in a different sense. I almost feel like if you were working for someone doing what you do, I feel like you need to be self-employed doing it instead. That may not necessarily be as it is, but that's what I mean, is kind of keep doing what you're doing, but just in a different capacity there. So that is for you. Looking at this one, I feel like, again, things in the foreground might seem to have burnt out, but I do feel like you've got a backup plan there, okay? So don't lose faith in everything. I feel like for you, between now and May, you've got something else that you can do in the meantime. It's whether that occupies you or whether that's kind of bringing in money again. But for you here, what I'm seeing is don't kind of lose hope because everything at the forefront is just gone. Okay, there's a backup plan there, whether you kind of it's right in your mind or not, but dig deep, see what else you've got, what else you can offer to do, and go from there, because I feel like there is a chance there for you. I want to pull one more. Okay, there we go. So Page of Wands for that one. Again, everything's a bit of a whirlwind at the minute. Of course it is for everyone, but what I'm seeing here is quite simply like what I've said there, almost like being in two minds. But then with this one, you have got something else that you can do. It's just learning to juggle it, to balance it, and to do it in a way that benefits you, that will kind of tide you over in the meantime. But I do think changing up the format in what you do will benefit you more. So as I say, if you're self-employed and whatnot, swapping it around, or if you're working for someone else, then becoming self-employed would benefit you. But again, that's kind of not of a definite circumstance, but as an example of just changing up the format but still doing the actual same thing in what you do. So that is for you, my lovely. Pat says the Four of Pentacles has come up. It has indeed. Oh, there we go. Carly says yes, it definitely makes sense, thank you. Oh, bless you, you are very, very welcome. Okay, so before I do any more readings, so I'm going to take the banner off. Okay, so the ticker's gone. So when that ticker's not there, I'm not doing readings at this moment in time. But while I remember, Carly's name come up and it reminded me. Okay, so who here, put your hands up in the comments or give me a me, who has heard of my soul circle? Okay, or better yet, if you are in my soul circle, give me a hello, I'm in it, or a me, I'm in. Okay, soul circle members, give me a big hello. Or if you're not a member but you've heard of the soul circle, let me know. And if you haven't, I'm going to tell you all about it, because you may have heard about it before, but I guarantee you've not quite heard about it as it is now, because I've been a busy bee. Even though we've had Christmas and we've had the little break, I've been quite busy over the past few weeks building up things behind the scenes. There we go. There's my soul circle, my little soul circle tribe, my treasured members, as I like to call them. So yeah, my tribe is in the house tonight. So with the soul circle, oh, Aisha's heard of it. Claire's heard of it. Emma's in. So the soul circle is, let's play a little. Okay, that's the soul circle. So I'm going to move here. So basically the soul circle is my paid community. It is my membership that you can, I'm going to move here, that you can become a part of. And these are all the benefits that you get in it. So it's not just a Facebook group anymore. It was a Facebook group with lots of lovely, lovely stuff in it. But now it's bigger, it's better, it's growing. Okay, so as well as all of the stuff that you used to get, we've now got the Soul Circle Members Hub. And honestly, the hub, I cannot stop ranting and raving about it. I'm like, ee. So Carly's off, but yes, definitely make sure you make your hub account as well. So the Soul Circle Members Hub is basically my membership website that I have built that you can get access to. You have full access to everything that's in there when you're a Soul Circle member. It's full of bonus content from kind of stuff that I've run before, playbacks of shows that I've done. You've got my full meditation library on there. So on the website to buy those meditations, they're £17 each. But in the Soul Circle, you've actually got access to the whole lot. And you can just dip in and out and use them as and when you like. Not only that, you get a monthly tarot card guidance, weekly tarot guidance. You get daily affirmations. When I do lives on the Soul Circle Facebook page. Oh, you're off work now. I thought you meant you were off going. Ah, okay. That makes more sense then. So yes, you get lots within it. You get access to the Soul Circle Facebook group. And we've also got a Discord members chat channel, which is basically a forum, especially for Soul Circle members. It's got lots of different rooms for different topics where you can chat amongst yourselves. And obviously, where the Soul Circle grows, that chat forum will grow and you'll all be chatting to each other and it'll all be fantastic and it'll be lovely. But in the meantime, you've got all of this. And as a Soul Circle member, you also get 25% off. You get 25% off one-to-ones, so like readings, healing, also any kind of classes that I'm doing. My Balm for the Soul class that's running on Thursday night, members got 25% off that. So yeah, all of this included, and it's great. So the hub is going to continue to grow, and from next month, the Soul Circle members will have an online virtual video meditation class specifically for members included within that membership. So let me know what you're thinking, if it's sounding good. So all in this, and you can see people in the comments are saying how lovely it is. Please do vouch for that. And also I've introduced a little something in there, which I'm not going to tell you guys about, but my Soul Circle members know about it, which is an extra level to the Soul Circle membership that can actually help you more than I'm helping you. You can help yourself to help you as such. So Claire's asking, how do you join? A good question. So I have got a little treat for you as well. Okay, so with the membership, it did go up for January because it's got all the new stuff in. It went up to £27 a month. However, because of everything going on and all of the shit that we've got going on around us, and it's really, really crap, rather than it being up to the £27 a month, what I'm doing is I'm giving you a £10 off code which means that when you put that code in, you will have £10 off. So it'll only be £17 a month for you. And with this, it's not a, you need to subscribe for 6 months, you need to subscribe for a year. It's literally a non-committal membership. Okay, so if something doesn't feel right for you, or if you've got circumstances that mean you can't commit to that payment, you can come out of it. It's not going to hold you in there. It's not a big nasty kind of you can't leave kind of soul circle, because that's not what I want. It's manageable, and it's going to give you a lot out of it, and obviously the value that you get within it. So if you're getting this discount code at £17 a month, that's like not even 50p a day. So Emma's exploring the new content. I've seen, so I can see on the back end who's been working through what. And Emma, you have been a busy bee. So let me get you the soul circle joining thingy, my bobby. Where's my link? I've lost my link. Where's it at? Okay, right, I found it. Okay, so soul circle, and I'm going to drop the link here. I am going to drop the link, I promise. Getting there. Bear with me. I'm trying to do a right products. I should have had the link before, really, shouldn't I? But it's fine. We're good. We're all here. It's fine. Okay, let's do a preview. I don't want a preview. Bear with me. I am good at tech, I promise. Right, let's have a look at, right, there it is. I've got the link here in my soul circle because I posted it up earlier. So let's grab that link, because I need to make sure that all of my soul circle members are in there. Okay, here we go. Right, I'm going to post this link in the comments, hopefully, if it's going to let me. Okay, right, there's the link. I've posted it in the comments. And what I would like you to do, if you are going to join the soul circle, if you want that £10 off your monthly membership, obviously it'll take that £10 off every month. Okay, so it's not just £10 off for your first month. So the code for that is, I think it's just something like 10 off, if I'm being honest. How do you get back in once you've signed up for the hub? You'll just have to click the link that was in the soul circle, but then I would recommend that you save the link to your bookmark on your browser. So then you've got easy access for it, because obviously it'll be signing into your own one, but you'll always be able to find the link in the Facebook group. So let's find that code for you. So, and obviously once you're in the soul circle, you can learn a bit more about something that I've just released today, which is very, very exciting, which I'm quite looking forward to. And also, if you are on my email list, you should have got an email today, actually, with the code and whatnot in there. So be sure to check that out. But let me get you, I'm going to double check the code. I'm pretty sure it's 10 off. Yes, it is. Okay, so use the code. I'm going to make a banner for that. So use discount code, and it's all in capitals, 10 off for £10 off soul circle membership. Okay, and then in this one, obviously when you're in the soul circle, I'll go live in the group. You'll have all the guidance and whatnot on there. It's not working. Oh crap. Right, okay, hang on then. Let's have a little mooch. It's a pain in the ass. Okay. Pain in the arse. Let's go to this one. Okay, let's go to home. Right, okay. I think use this link, and then make sure you don't click on Phoenix Rising. Make sure you click on Soul Circle, because Phoenix Rising is something completely different. Okay. So that's it right there. That's the one you want to click on. And then don't forget at checkout to put in 10 and then off in capitals. So that is for you guys on there. So what I'm going to do, that is the Soul Circle. If you want to join it, please do. I would love to have you in there. And obviously, just a reminder, you get all of this in there. So you get your access to the members hub, which is a full dedicated members website. It's got lots of modules you can work through. It's got lots of lots and lots of different things. Then you've got daily affirmations in the Facebook group, weekly tarot guidance, which is in the hub and in the Facebook group, same as the monthly tarot guidance. Then weekly on a Wednesday, there's a 3-card choice of oracle cards, and then the meanings will go up later on that day to kind of tell you what your choice means, which is really lovely. Everyone enjoys that. Then obviously 25% off. So if you're booking a personal reading or you're joining a session, if you're having a healing session with me, then you get 25% off of that. You can find all the discount codes for that are in the hub as well. Obviously you get more in-depth readings on Facebook Live videos in the Soul Circle Facebook group. And then you've got your own kind of chat channel forum on there as well. And also in there is a bit of bonus content. More bonus content will go in there. But oh, Aisha said, just realised I'm on the list, but haven't had an email since October. Oh no, make sure you check your spam. Sometimes it might go into there, but if not, maybe just sign back up again. Maybe. What was I saying? I was saying something. I was talking about something and I've lost my train of thought. So something about Soul Circle. Join Soul Circle. Anyway, what I'm going to do before I do any more readings, I would absolutely love to announce the winner of the free 30-minute one-to-one guidance session with me, which is obviously via video call. All of them are. So even if you book one via video call, bonus content, that's it. So the bonus content quickly, if you've seen my Calm the Mind, Soothe the Soul challenge, I've run a couple of times. Within the Soul Circle, you've got all of that content in there as well for that Calm the Mind, Soothe the Soul. So then you can revisit that and do that as often as you like for yourself, which is quite nice. And with the meditation audios, you've got all of the content in there. And there's also journaling guide sheets. You've got extra audios in there. Literally, it's just a library full of stuff, and it's just going to grow and grow as the Soul Circle grows. So it's all very, very exciting. So yes, talking about exciting, I really want to announce the winner. Really want to announce the winner of the free 30-minute session. So if you entered it, pop me a comment, tell me, give me a me. If you commented and tagged your friends and shared it for me, then great. Give me a me. Let me know that you were in on it, that your entry was in. And I have pulled a winner. I've made a little fancy thing to announce the winner. So I'm quite excited. So I'm going to wait to see who's in the comments. So Vicky, you entered it. Who else has put them in? So yeah, look, quite a few of you did actually. It was really, really lovely to see actually. Michelle put in as well. So yeah, it's great. It was really lovely to see lots of you tagging people as well and interacting and whatnot. Oh no, Carly missed it. That's all right. Aisha shared as well. Aisha's in. Vicky was in. So Pat was in as well. Lots of you put yourself in for it. So every month on the first Tuesday of the month, I will be announcing a winner for a free 30-minute one-to-one guidance session. So if you entered it this month and you didn't win it, I'll be calling it again for next month. But there's a catch for next month, because this month I was a bit nice and I didn't do any catches. It was just a share and a whatnot. But yeah, I'll go into that next month. But without further ado, shall we announce the winner? Who wants to know the winner? Give me a hands up in the comments if you want to know the winner. I've got a little video. I'm going to play it to announce the winner. Shall we see who it is? Are you ready? Okay, let's find the winner. Okay. So how fancy was that? I made that all by myself. So, Vicky Baker, you are the winner of my 30-minute one-to-one session. So if you pop me a message after the live, congratulations to you. I'll send you the link to get that booked in for you as well. So well done to you, Vicky. Thank you to everyone else who entered, and I will be announcing a winner for a free session every month. So every month somebody is going to win a free 30-minute guidance session with me. So Vicky, you are very, very welcome. So congratulations to you again, lovely. And every winner from now on will have that wonderful winner's video. So let me know what you thought of the video. Was it snazzy? Was it a good way, rather than me just saying, and the winner is blah, blah, blah? I thought I'd do something to make it a bit more special. Oh, bless you. Never won anything. Oh, bless you. Well, you've won that one, lovely. So hopefully it will get you in the next week or so. We'll get your session booked in and we will get that done for you, which I'm really, really looking forward to. So what else is on the agenda for tonight? Oh, what an idiot. Oh, no, I just made, there we go. There's the one for the discard. I made that earlier. So, oh, what a tip. So, well, that's it. I've got two of them here as well. Look, I've even got that one. I made them and then I was looking for a thing. But yeah, Soul Circle, you've got the link in the comments and I will post it on the main page as well. So looking at, there was something else I was going to do as well. Was I in that one? No, come out that one. Into here. So I was going to talk about what do I actually do? Because, oh, yay, you like the video. Oh, fab. So what do I actually do? I want to talk about this because I put a post up the other day, and I don't know if it's because you guys were just being quiet, but I basically put out there, like, what do you think I do? And feel free to comment now to kind of say what you think I do. I had a couple of great answers, especially Jessie. I liked your little comedian bit in there. But no, I just want to address what do I actually do, because I don't know if there's any confusion in what I offer or what I am and what I do. So I wanted to tell you what I do, what I can offer you, and what you can get from that. So I am a soul strength guide, and I offer intuitive guidance, personal guidance, and intuitive business guidance as well. So obviously, if you're a person, I can offer intuitive guidance to you through the form of cards, through the form of healing, through spiritual growth, all of that I can do. And then also through the business guidance side of it, if you are a woman specifically with a holistic, spiritual, or intuitively led business. So if you're a reader like me, if you're a healer, if you sell crystals, if you do Reiki, if you're a yoga teacher, if you do holistic therapies, anything like that. So I offer business guidance to you to help you kind of really vamp that up with the tech side of things, with the branding side of things, and also the know-how there as well. So that's what I actually do on that side of things. But for me, I'm not just a run-of-the-mill psychic. Okay, and this is something that really like gets me to my core. Okay, because I spent so many years being that run-of-the-mill psychic. I was doing the generic kind of just all the shit that you see them do in general. I was doing that and it made me feel like crap, and I turned into a conveyor belt. I didn't have that kind of spiritual essence of what I was doing. It was just literally like I was churning out readings, and it made me feel like shit. And I'm being honest, and that's why those of you that have followed me for a long time knew that I stopped doing readings for nearly 3 years. I took time out and I didn't do any. But within that time, I started practicing yoga. Absolutely do not teach yoga. I do it, not very well, I must say. But then kind of tuning into my more spiritual side rather than just doing the intuitive stuff. Tuning in more spiritually. So then I trained as a meditation teacher. So I teach meditation classes, I run them, I do obviously the audios. And then I also trained in chakra and aura healing and intuitive healing as well. So I do all that healing side of things. And then moving into kind of where I now do the readings, it's more from a guidance point of view. So I offer that chakra guidance within there, and the kind of I am a medium, but I don't offer that as a service anymore. And that's because it just doesn't fit right for me. Even though I can do it, I just don't do it. So the way I work now is rather than just doing prediction readings and saying, oh, like in a couple of months' time, you'll come into money, you'll meet a tall, dark and handsome man and blah, blah, and all the kind of, I tell you what, I'll get my crystal ball and I'll tell you, shall I? So I actually love this. This was my lovely birthday present from Claire Petulengro, which I absolutely adore this. And I can't stop fiddling with it. I love it. But what I will say is, yes, I do have a crystal ball. Yes, I've got shitloads of tarot decks, but I am not just your average psychic medium. Okay, I do not refer to myself as a psychic medium. I'm an intuitive guide, is what because I use my intuition and my intuitive skill to guide people in a number of ways, and I use my skills in different ways as well. So that's why, rather than just kind of a gimmick and a novelty, the way I work is more of a guidance. I'm trained in spiritual life coaching as well, so rather than predictions and a bit of entertainment and fun, I am more of a coach as such. So whether that's business coaching or whether it's within life, but with that intuitive spiritual edge to it. So that is what I do. Okay, so what you can get from me is obviously readings which are within sort of guidance sessions. You can get them typed up and sent to you, and you can have the healing. But what I work on is basically taking you from this point to that point. Actually, no, taking you from this point to this point. Okay, because what I do in my work is I want to elevate you. I want to make you feel better about what's going on with you. I don't want to give you a reading and tell you that all this bad shit's going to happen and I'm going to take your money and I'm going to leave you. And then you're going to think, shit, all this bad stuff's going to happen and I need to pay you more money because I need help to know it's going to be all right. That's not what I do, because I think that's a load of bullshit, if I'm honest. And I'm going to swear because it's after the watershed now and I'm not shy about it. What I do is I'm a very genuine, naive person. And I say naive in the sense that I don't understand why people in the world are awful and mean and horrible, and why people scam people and why people do bad things. I know it's out there and I know it happens, but I just don't understand why. And physically, within my being, I just cannot fathom bad people. And I would never, ever do something like that to someone else because I just don't understand it. I don't understand how people can be bad. So what I do within my work is I can promise you complete honesty and kindness, and that, yeah, I will probably swear, I will tell you how it is, but I will not be an asshole, I will not scam you, and I will not be horrible, because I just don't believe in it. I believe really strongly that it pays to be nice, it pays to be kind to other people, and you realize that in a lot of the work that I do. And I do all of this stuff, obviously it doesn't, you're not paying me for this. I do it because I love it. I love to connect with you, I love to help people, and if I can help someone as much as I can, I absolutely will. And I know there's those of you watching that will vouch for that as well. I've helped lots and lots of you here, and that's not me bragging, but it's just saying that I'm here to help. I'm not here to just take your money and piss off and leave you a half an answer, because if I can help you completely, then I absolutely will. So that is what I actually do. I'm an intuitive guide, so I offer quite a lot of things, but as an umbrella thing, it's basically taking you from point A up to point, not even Z, past that, but with an intuitive spiritual point to it. And that may be through different means. But also what I am going to be doing, and some of you know this because I've been chatting to some of you about it and you've been asking, so it's no secret now, I am training in, and I'm nearly done, training two things that go hand in hand. So I'm training in past life regression hypnotherapy, which is very exciting. And on top of that, I'm also training in past life healing, which I will be offering as a service altogether when I'm fully qualified. And I'm very, very excited about it. And then I'm going to start offering up kind of one-off regression sessions, and then start offering like a past life package, which is going to be really exciting. But I'm not going to get ahead of myself yet. I'm going to get fully qualified. I'm going to get all done, but that is something else to come. And it's just going to add to my repertoire in a positive way of being able to help you go from one way to the other. So that is me. That's what I actually do. So hopefully from watching and from listening to that bit, hopefully you've got a clear idea of what I can offer you, what difference I can make for you, and what you can come to me for when you need something like that. So if you really need guidance in something, and it's kind of deeply guidance, deep guidance, I can help you with that. Obviously I can go into the cards, I can feel intuitively, I can just use the skills that I've got. And then also if there's something that kind of, if you've got that inkling that you are an intuitive person, but you're kind of afraid to step into it. I also do kind of the intuitive self growth, which actually you can get onto. I've got a course that I'm not actively promoting right now, but it's out there, and a few of you on here have done it. Is my Unlock, Empower, Transform, which was designed to be out there for people to build their intuition all through meditation, because I strongly believe that meditation is, I can just vouch for meditation all day long. But yes, that's that one. But so when that comes, I will tell you more about that, more about what's on offer and what's going on there. But there will be one-off sessions and there will be special packages coming for that, hopefully in the next month or so, okay, because I'm this close. And hopefully now with lockdown, I'm going to have some free time to be able to really get those hours in on my study. So that is that. Okay, so hopefully you're nice and clear on what I do, and then you know how I can actually help you, because that was something that I really wanted to address, because I had this feeling that there was people out there that didn't really have a clue what I do, and I just bimble about and do some live videos with card readings and post really long posts with stories in it. So there's a clearer picture of what I do. Claire says, that's me, too scared, think I have intuition, would like to embrace it more. So actually, talking about that and talking about being scared, that can be deeply rooted in past life stuff. And a lot of us, especially women in particular, if we are intuitive, but we've got this fear about kind of owning it and putting it out there, it can lead back to this past life stuff and this past life trauma, which I'll be talking to you a lot more about. And I've spoken to you about it before, is where we've kind of got this past life persecution, where we've been intuitive in a past life, we've been sorcerers, we've been witches, we've been persecuted for it. But obviously we're in a time now where it has not been as widely accepted before as it is now. In fact, the Witchcraft Act in Britain was only abolished in the 50s. Okay, that's how there's not much time in that. So if I was doing this in the 40s and 50s, I could have been arrested under the Witchcraft Act. Like, how weird does that seem? Like, we've come so far since in such a small space of time. So now there's never been a better time to actually be an intuitive, to be spiritual, to be a light worker, to be a starseed, and to really let yourself out there. So obviously within the past life regression stuff, we can work on that. But strictly speaking, from a case of, if you feel that you are intuitive right now, but you're really, really kind of unsure about it, as if you're still in your spiritual closet, that could go back to some deeply rooted past life stuff, as well as kind of that modern day judgment thing about, even though it's widely accepted, people are still picky about it. But I've learned, okay, and it's something that I will preach, is that you need to be your authentic self, because I spent so long personally kind of making myself into something that I wasn't, just so I'd fit in, just so people would accept me, and just so that I wouldn't feel embarrassed about kind of being myself. And actually what happened is I had so much shit from other people. People didn't really, I don't want to say people didn't like me, but I had a lot of conflict with other people, and I felt really anxious within myself. I struggled massively with social anxiety, hugely. I would literally I'd go out, and even if I went to the school run, then I'd come home and I'd sit there anxiously panicking and worrying about people. Oh, Catherine, you're on. Hello, lovely. How are you doing? So yeah, I'd sit there and anxiously worry about what people thought about me if they saw me on the school run. What did they think? Did they think I said too much? Did they think I was shitty with them? And I would overthink. And I went through a stage for such a long time of literally just, I don't know, I just felt like I couldn't be me. But then I felt like everyone was judging me. And that's because I wasn't being my authentic self. So I was worrying that they were judging me, but the person that they were seeing wasn't me. So they weren't judging me. They were just judging the persona that I was pretending to be, that I was putting out there. So then I had this epiphany where, in actual fact, I decided to be me. I decided to kind of own me, be my weird self. I kind of changed my hair to how I wanted it. I started dressing how I wanted to. I started acting how I wanted to, saying how I wanted to, and just being me. And through that, what I found was that I didn't have all that crap from those other people. And if they wanted to say stuff, I didn't actually care, because I was me and I could stand tall with being me. And then what happened there was the people that mattered so much, that were meant to be in my life, they gravitated towards me because it's kind of that recognition of there's something within you that's within me, and you just gravitate to each other. And in doing so, I've become so close with people in my life. And I know a couple of you are watching, and you'll probably know that I'm talking about you. But literally, just through being myself, I've met the most incredible people in my life that literally now I don't think I could be without them. And I've got such a deep-rooted, soul sisterly love for these people. And if I hadn't have kind of owned it and been my authentic self, I wouldn't have these people in my life right now. Or they'd maybe be there, but I wouldn't have such a strong connection with them as I do. So there we go. Trudy says the problem of being different is that we aren't born with an instruction manual. Well, that's it. But actually, we're not born with an instruction manual because we are all different. So if there was an instruction manual, we'd have to come with our own one for ourselves. So what you kind of have to do is just own that you're you and just be as you as you can. Because I think what society does is tries to fit us into a box. And it's kind of like, you know, when you've got those kids' toys and like the ones you've got the shapes and you have to put the slots in there. You've got a circle hole and it's like trying to slot a square in there. It just doesn't fit. It doesn't work. And you can force it as much as you like, but it's just not going to fit because it's not the right shape. And I just feel so strongly about telling any of you out there watching to just be yourself. Don't worry too much about what other people think, okay? Because when you're you, all the people that don't matter will fade away. And the people that are meant to be there will gravitate towards you, and they will be there for you. And that's when you come into your own, because you're surrounded by the energy that is meant to support you, to be there with you, and the energy that is meant to help you grow and just elevate. So this kind of speaking that I'm doing now, this is like what I do within my work as well. I like to lift people up. I like to make you feel like you belong as well, because I spent so long feeling like I didn't, that I've kind of worked from the bottom up, as it were. So if there's anyone out there that is feeling that kind of they're having to hold back who they are, or perhaps kind of hiding, if you are intuitive out there, or if you're a light worker and whatnot, holding back, don't hold back, okay? Don't be afraid to be you, because at the end of the day, you're going to live your life for other people, and then at the end of it, what are you going to have to look back on? Okay, so that is that. And I'm getting like, I feel like I'm getting really emotional and really preachy here, but I just feel so passionately about it and about telling people that, like, you shouldn't be ashamed to be yourself. Never, never be ashamed to be your true self, because nobody can be more you than you. So there you go, just reading back on your comments. Lots of lovely comments coming in as well. Margaret says, how do you know if you are a light worker? I think, if anyone else in the comments wants to back me up on this one, I think to know that you're a light worker, I think you just know. And it's, for me personally, it's almost like I wasn't really aware much of a time when I wasn't. So it's kind of like, how do you know you're not something if you already feel that you are? But I feel, yeah, you just you have a feel. It's like a deeply rooted thing within you, kind of this sense of, especially kind of starseeds and whatnot. If you've grown up with a sense that you don't belong and you've never really felt like you're at home, especially here on Earth and this planet, it's quite likely that you've literally come from another place, and that's why you've never felt at home. So you need to embrace that, to nurture that, and then to kind of make yourself feel in the area, in the space of where you need to be. So yeah, I'm sure a few of you in the comments can back me up on that one. But yeah, you just feel, you just know. It's kind of like someone saying to me, like, how do you know you've got blue eyes? And I'm like, well, it's just, I've not known any different, really. So that is that one. How are we doing for time? Oh goodness. Oh, I'm on 8%. My battery's really run down as well. So I'm not going to stay on for too long, too much longer. But also what I want to say to you is my Balm for the Soul session is on Thursday night. I think there's maybe 3 spaces left for that. So if you want to get onto the Balm for the Soul session, it's £15 for the session. It's limited to 10 spaces, and it includes a very mini tarot and oracle reading for you. then you go into a guided meditation, where this one is a Beat the Blues one, which, especially at this time that we're in at the minute, will massively help. And then that will lead you into an independent meditation that you'll just do automatically from there. You don't need to do anything else. Then while you do that, I'll offer some healing, some distance healing, call in my guides and shared some of that energy as well. A few of you on here have been on my last Balm for the Soul, so hopefully you can attest that it was nice and it was lovely. And then from there, we'll just do a bit of journaling, and it's done via Zoom. It's all very lovely, very nice. So if you want to get on that, it is just £15, and I believe it's 8:30 on Thursday evening. I'm pretty sure it's 8:30, either 8:30 or 8:45, but it's Thursday evening, £15 per space, and I think there's only 3 spaces left, because quite a lot of you took it up. And if you're in my soul circle, you'll have booked it with 25% off. So that is for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up with a couple of readings, but everything that I've spoken about tonight, the soul circle, Balm for the Soul, my one-to-one guidance sessions, you can find all on the main page. There's posts about it on there. And also, hopefully you'll have been reading my posts recently, my story posts, which I've had some lovely feedback from you that have been perking you up and making you smile and kind of resonating with you as well. So let's bring the ticker back up for a couple of last readings. I've got not long, because my thing's going to die, because if I unplug the light, I need to unplug the light for the laptop to plug in, and then if I do that, then I'll be in the dark and it'll be fabulous. It'll be terrible. I love you too, Catherine. I love you so much. So let's have a look. Right, Dawn, for you, let's pull. Claire says I'll be busy shopping later. So Dawn, for you, you've got the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. Okay, there for you. I don't know whether 5 is a significant number to you for any particular reason, but in this sense, I'm picking up on May as a significant month. I feel for you that perhaps lines have been crossed or boundaries have been pushed for you, and you need to set these back in place. I feel like for you, it's almost like you've been pushed out of a circle, or you've been pushed out of kind of certain people around you. You're not quite as in the know as you once were. And looking at this, I feel like you don't have to be back in that circle, back in that group of people. So what I feel like for you is, rather than kind of pushing and pushing to try and get yourself back into this situation, I feel like kind of take yourself out of it. And I can almost hear you saying, well, I've done that before, but I feel like you need to take yourself back out of it and detach from these people, because I feel like the more you can set a boundary and they're just going to push and push. And I feel like you're just moving the goalposts for them every time. So for you, between now and May, what I would like you to do, Dawn, is to really kind of look at how you want things to be. So at this point in time, not considering what other people want, but what do you want? And then set yourself a boundary for you that is a non-negotiable, that you're not going to budge for anybody. Okay, you don't need to squeeze back into other circles. The people that, like what I was just saying, the people that are meant to be around you, they will come to you. Okay, so do stuff for you. Don't worry about if people aren't. Oh, for God's sake, not another one. Hang on, took a while to get someone. Quite different though. Normally they're I've had a few other people on here that have spammed me, and it's taken, God, what? It's taken an hour and a half to get a spammer. So that's quite good, because normally they come on sooner. But anyway, yes, Dawn, for you, what I'd like you to do, and I'm being a bit bossy here, sorry, but what I would like you to do is focus on you, okay? And rather than communicating kind of in a sense of asking people what they want, ask you what you want. Claire, thank you. Thanks for telling them to piss. I had to message someone to tell them to piss off last time, and it really, really wound me up. So yes, Dawn, that's for you. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to squeeze in one more reading because my laptop is going to go. And it needs to be plugged in, but my light will be off. What I'm going to do, Belinda, your birthday is tomorrow, and I'm going to pull a card for you, my lovely. Okay. Let's see what they've got for you. You've got the Queen of Cups and you have got the Ace of Wands. Okay, here you are, birthday girl. So on this one, what I want to say to you is things are looking up for you. Okay, I feel like you found the fire in your belly again. Things are getting better for you. And I feel like you just kind of, you're owning it. All right. You've spoken up. You've said what needs to be said. And also here, you've created that distance that needs to be created, because I know we've spoken about this. You've created that distance there. And within this one, this is like you reaping the rewards, because everyone else, kind of their plans are going to shit now. But you are the one that's at the forefront. You kind of said, you kind of put your foot down. And now this is you kind of seeing the benefits of going through all the shit that you've been through, but really putting yourself down, putting yourself out. But looking on this one, what I'm seeing here is for you, I do see money, but in a very different sense. But what I want to say to you is that for you, where money is concerned, rather than a pittance or something on the side, I feel like there is a main route coming into you. Okay. So rather than a division of finances and whatnot, I feel like you are going to be like the sole receiver of this money. Okay. So if that's not yet in place, you need to push for that. Okay. Because I feel like with this one, your passion and what you've been doing, that's going to shine through, and these other people are going to be pushed to the side. So I feel like that's kind of saying your top trumps, you've come out on top, so to speak. So for you, over the next few months, absolutely, I want to say over the next 3 months, 9 weeks, 3 months, I want to say, over that time, this is all going to come to a head, but it's going to blossom for you. It's going to work very, very well. And I can't tell you how happy I am to be telling you this, because I know what a shit time you've been through. So that is for you, lovely. And a very big happy birthday for tomorrow. So I'm going to pull one more card, because I think I've got 4%. Okay, so I'm going to do a stealth one. So Sophie, I'm going to pull for you before I go. Let's have a look. And yes, so I will be live every Tuesday evening from now on, and you can catch me every Tuesday, and the first Tuesday of the month I will be announcing the winner. Okay, look, there it is again, our trusty friend, the Four of Pentacles, which has come out a lot this evening. So you've got that one in reverse, you've got the King of Cups, and you've got the Devil in reverse. I'm talking very fast because my thing's going to die and I don't want it to time out before I've finished it. So looking at this one for you, Sophie, I feel like kind of almost like you've had a bit of a laid back attitude lately. And I want to say to you now, like, it's time to step things up a bit. I feel like kind of you might be thinking, oh, well, this has happened and that's happened and I'll just chill. But no, this is the time where you need to kind of run with things. You need to vamp things up. You need to step things up. So looking at this one, I feel like putting the feelers out there, communicating like to yourself, and sending out to the universe what your goals are. And if you don't know what your goals are for the next, not the year, don't set your goals for a year, set them for 90 days, okay? And then rather than saying, right, that's what I want to achieve, that's what I'm going to do, set intentions of how you're going to get to that goal. So what you do, you set your goal and then you work back from it, okay? So setting those intentions like stepping stones. Otherwise, you're just going to have a goal without a plan is a wish, is something that I say quite often. So make sure that you're setting your intentions to work towards that goal within the next 90 days. Communicate that to yourself and to the universe, because I feel like there's a lot that you can do. But looking at this one, I feel like you're a bit prickly at the minute. And I don't mean in the sense of body hair. I mean prickly as in the sense of like you've got like a shield around you and you need to soften the edges a little bit, okay? I feel like you're very much almost like you've got a wall up and it's hard to like let people in. But what I want to give you on this one, similar to when I pulled this for the yearly projection, I want to say to you that kind of your perception of things aren't quite as they seem. And I feel like there's someone around you at the minute that wants to help you. But again, you've got that wall up. So I feel like softening that boundary with you and actually learning to let people back in and kind of not forgiving. Okay, I don't want you to forgive anyone that's done you wrong, but kind of being more open to new people, okay? And not worrying that they're going to do you wrong as other people have before, but just changing your worldview, setting your goals, and then working towards them. Because I feel like for you, the next 4 months are big, very, very big for you, okay? And you need really to set your goals. Otherwise, you're going to be sat there in 4 months thinking, oh, I wish I could do this, or I wish this had happened. When actually, if you'd set your intentions, set your goal, and work towards it, you could have it done by then. So that's for you. I've spoken really, really quick to get it out, but I've got 3% left. So I want to wish you all a very, very wonderful evening. Lots of you are heading off and going the bed. It is 10:25, so I'm going to head off shortly. But the Soul Circle, don't forget to join that with your £10 off using the code 10OFF by following that link. And Balm for the Soul, if you want to snap up those last 3 spaces, absolutely get on there, book that in for Thursday night. Vicky was our winner for the free giveaway. So Vicky, you're very welcome. Sophie, you're welcome. And I'm going to wish you all a very, very lovely evening and a good night to you before my thingamabobby laptop dies. So thanks again for watching, and love to you all.